Alan Butler with Adventure Vehicle Reviews at the 2016 SEMA show, and we're here with JANKEL. This is a company that produces parts for Jeeps now, right? And you have a little bit of history with the military.
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about who you are.
So our main company is JANKEL Tactical Systems. We're a company that deals with multiple vehicles, including the Jeep. In 2008, we came to the United States working on the Jeep J8 project, which is a military version of the Jeep Wrangler. A little bit more tough, built-up, robust vehicle.
Okay.
Over the years, we've had a lot of requests for some of the products that we've used on the Jeep J8. The public's been really excited about it, but unfortunately, it's absolutely not possible to sell that vehicle here in the United States. So about 2 years ago, we started to come together with a plan to release a lot of these products to the off-road community and to the general public. In the last year, we've designed a new vehicle. We've released a components part, which reflects all of our technology that we've done in the military, but now in the civilian market.
Nice. All right. I mean, I was just walking around and I saw this, and I'm like a little kid in SEMA, right? I just want to touch everything and feel it. And I came over here and I touched this bumper, and I was like, I remember that feel.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Devin and I, we both lived in a Humvee for about 8 months or more straight, you know, and so we know military grade stuff when we see it, and we're all about that stuff. Adventure Vehicle Reviews is all about durability, longevity, not failing you in the field, and it appears that what you got here for this JK is the bomb, pretty much, right? Tell us about the bumper and the different things you can make for this Jeep Wrangler.
Right, so everything you see here is a direct evolution off of a military product. Everything that you see here, it's design, it's thought, it's everything behind it came directly from a product we use for our U.S. Special Forces as well as our allies around the world. So its design was for true purpose and true function. It's not really about looks, it's about what it does and how it does the job.
Yeah.
So we wanted to make sure we brought that same quality and that same energy and thought process behind the military product to the civilian market. This way, our customers could understand that they have a product that was obviously built and tortured and tested and used for real world needs, and then brought to something that we use as a hobby and something for fun.
Yeah.
The same reliability and same strength.
There's no other more difficult or challenging test than putting a vehicle into a combat and then being able to make this. Now, the bumpers and the armor that you have for this vehicle, as far as off-road armor goes, is it for any other vehicle applications other than Jeep Wrangler?
No, currently for the civilian market, we only have parts for the Jeep Wrangler.
Okay.
In time, we would love to be able to expand to other markets like Toyota, Land Rover, or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
But at the time, Jeep is a huge hobby here, a huge love here in the United States. So really, being the vehicle that's probably the most upgradable, it's a no-brainer. And for me, it's part of my passion. So.
Good, excellent. You also have a rock slider here. Can you tell us about that?
Right. So our rock slider is a full rocker length, so it goes fender to fender. It matches the lines of the fenders, so it keeps a nice clean line. So for aesthetically, it fits well. For function, it's a great step. First thing, we have a lifted vehicle. 35-inch tires, anywhere between a 2.5 and 4-inch suspension lift. We can go a little bit larger on tires, so as you do that, obviously it need a little bit of help getting in the vehicle, especially if your feet are muddy or wet, you need a little bit of help. So that step is there to not only access the vehicle, but also, in the off-road aspect, is there to protect it. It is a rock slider. It will handle the full weight of the vehicle. Our fenders will handle a focused 300 pounds at any point along the vehicle. Wow. Our rock sliders will handle the entire weight of the car at any time, no matter what's happening.
Great, that's great stuff. I kind of picked up on something you're talking about in regards to lifting the vehicle. Is this something that a customer could buy a vehicle through a dealership and have it straight sent to JANKEL to get fitted out?
Absolutely. In fact, that's how we started our whole program. So what we do is we work directly with Jeep dealers. So my job with JANKEL is I'm the Northeast business development rep. So what I do is I visit off-road shops, I visit Jeep dealers, and I work with them directly. They can have a customer come in, sit down with a salesperson, pick out a vehicle that they want, a standard Jeep. Then that Jeep leaves Toledo. Once it's been assembled, that Jeep comes directly to us in Duncan, South Carolina. We do the full assembly. It takes approximately 3 weeks to assemble the Jeep. From the time we get it to the time it rolls out the door is about 3 weeks. Not bad. And that's an entire paint job. It's inside, outside paint. It's assembly of all products, suspension, and any electrical work that we do.
Suspension too. Is
Absolutely.
there any particular suspension company you go through, or is it a JANKEL suspension?
No, we use TerraFlex.
TerraFlex,
Yeah.
good company. Okay.
Absolutely.
Excellent. It's refreshing to see a company out here like this because in SEMA, I'm not dinging anybody, but there's a lot of bling out here, right?
There is,
but
yeah.
to see things that are, there's not a whole lot of bling with this truck.
No.
It's obviously a great looking rig, but just initially I could pick up on it, man, this thing is meant for real world.
Absolutely.
So we have 2 Jeeps here today, which tells me that you guys have a variety of options. Tell me about that.
Absolutely. So we have a few different packages that we offer. So in our vehicle packages, if you're going to buy from a turnkey dealer, so at a Jeep dealer, what the customer can do is they can order either a kilo, which is our base package. Our kilo offers all of our standard body, so our fenders, our sliders, our bumpers, our tire carrier, a paint job, lights, everything is changed over to LED, which is the mil-spec LED made by Trucklight. It's supplied only by us, and it's available only through us. We have other than that, we have a Bravo. A Bravo is our mid-range package. A little bit more aggressive vehicle, a few more options added over the kilo. Other than that, there's an Alpha. The Alpha is the absolute top of the line. It has everything. It has front and rear axle upgrades, so a Dana 60 rear axle, Dana 44 front axle, optional transfer case upgrades, interior upgrades, lighting upgrades, recovery upgrades, everything. Anything you think of, including Hutchison Rock Monster or military spec beadlocks.
You're getting a turnkey vehicle.
Absolutely. Right.
Wow.
So besides that, we also have 2 different fender and bumper packages. This is our full width fender. It gives absolute full width coverage of the tire. That's important because it keeps a lot of debris out of your face or out of the people around you. It's directly from the military product. We had to design these to make sure that our warfighter was protected as he drove across the field or whatever they were doing and they encountered. They kept as much material out of their windshield or out of their face as possible. So with these packages, you'll see a full width fender. We also have a thinner fender for somebody who needs a little more clearance for a little more aggressive, maybe like rock crawling or tighter tree areas where they need less material outside of the vehicle and just higher clearance.
That's just so much information. Where can somebody go to get this kind of information?
So we have a website. It's jankelag.com, www.jankelag.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Jankel Automotive Group, and Instagram, JankelAG.
All right, that's awesome. Thank you. So many options. You can never have too many options, you know?
As long as colors too, so there's always color options. Everybody wants to have a nice color Jeep. So we have a olive drab. Over here we have a gunmetal. We also do FDE or flat dark earth. And then we have a black. Black is a very nice high satin black. It's a beautiful color. Probably something more for the guy who doesn't really want to take it off-road because it's black. With any other colors, we're more than happy to be covered in dirt anytime.
Yeah, olive drab's my favorite. Thanks for taking the time with us today. Appreciate it. It was good to see you, Mike.